Hello, I am Liv. That wasn't just clickbait. I think Acadia, Maine might be one of my favorite places I've ever visited, if not the favorite place I've ever visited. And it is known as one of America's most beloved national parks. It's the only national park that Maine has. So yeah, it was a great trip all around. So let's just get right in there. It's up to night in Augusta, and apparently it's the capital of Maine. I didn't know. And then I passed through a town where I made a quick pit stop that didn't add too much time to my trip, and it was so worth it. It's the house from a specific movie, a pretty famous movie. I'll at least give you this. It's a horror movie. If you guys can think about which house that is by the end of this video, which is when I'll tell you, I'll give you a cookie. And by cookie, I mean a general sense of old-fashioned accomplishment. I will be impressed. I'm into films, but I probably wouldn't have known. Oh, it's so pretty. The next morning, I got into Acadia around 5 a.m. I couldn't sleep, and I was kind of glad that I got out there early because the silhouettes and the sky was beautiful. People were already starting to get out and look for that sunrise since we were on the East Coast. I started out with doing a trail less traveled called the Hunter's Beach Trail, and I just saw raving reviews about it, but not many, which was kind of the key because it's foliage season, it's fall, and tons of tourists are coming through, so I wanted to kind of stay away from that. Loved this trail. If you go to Acadia, do the Hunter's Beach Trail. There was no one on it when I was walking around. It was the most Narnia-esque enchanted forest place I had been since hiking Mount Rainier in Washington State. It appears this river is turning into the ocean. Kind of slipped my mind the fact that Maine is on the coast. Kind of forgot that I'm at the ocean today. Oh, I wish you could smell through the screen because it smells so much like pine in here. I even saw squirrels with brown heads and gray bodies. Like, it looked like someone... It looked like that guy from Toy Story, the boy, like, ripped off stuffed animals and, like, put them together with the wrong heads and bodies. So I've never seen those before. Really have never seen any of this before. I just have this beach to myself. A deciduous, like, pine-heavy forest sitting on top of these towering bluffs on a crystal ocean. Never seen anything like it. I've been to the southern coast, East Coast. I've been to Georgia and Florida and South Carolina beaches more times than I can count, but this was different, and it was kind of breathtaking. Nova Scotia, that way. Puerto Rico. It's a bummer because that looked fantastic. I peed right there. Even just the type of rock was different. I'm used to shale by the river or shale by the lake. Ugh. It's fresh water. And then I got to driving around. I was surprised to see that people live inside the park. I looked it up later, and prices range from $500,000, which is like the low end of houses you can buy, And the most I saw one going for was above 4.5 million. I just wanted to be like, come on, let me explore your yard a bit, come on. I can't imagine waking up in Acadia every day. I was looking for a lobster roll and I came across CJ's, which is supposedly one of the best ones here in Acadia. And I go to get up in line, $33 for one lobster roll. I'm not paying $33 for something that moves through my body in like a day. If you want to get a good artisan roll or whatever, and you have the money, unlike I do not, then go to CJ's, but I will be trying somewhere different. That's not $30. I think the average is usually like 25. While it was still light out, I went to go check out a spot from iOverlander that was supposed to be kind of in the middle of the woods, known as supposedly supposed to bother you. And on my way there, I actually found a spot that wasn't marked on iOverlander, but I thought looked perfect. I would truly be just kind of in the middle of the woods, but there's no way the cops are coming out here. But then from there, I just kind of kept driving around. Like, nowhere you can go will not be pretty, if that makes sense. This looks so cool, but it's invitation only. How do I get one? You can just get to the water from pretty much anywhere around here. Left my car running. This day in particular, I was starting to really feel the effects of trying to see as much as I could within a day. I started getting pretty tired. Not pretty tired. I was tired as shit. But I acquired caffeine after walking in on some woman in the bathroom at Circle K. Quite literally the first vegetables I've eaten since I've left from this Kmart. I did a mountain peak hike. Thick pine needles, thicker than I've ever seen before. Shut up. Everybody shut up. Oh, I thought that was a canopy, but it's just the ground. I thought I could crash straight through there. Oh, shite. Oh, shite. I had no idea there were different styles of Karens. So, you want to learn about Karens? No, not Karens. Karens. Now, don't you dare touch them. After all, you just may fuck up someone's life. Our favorite couple.
You took a big lobster? Yeah, I want a lobster roll. I went into town this morning to get breakfast, and I went to some place on Main Street, like a little breakfast place. Yeah, our office website's flipping to that new format. It's very picture heavy, and they were like, pictures. Look at your pictures.
What happened here? I saw this and immediately thought someone died here. I found this little alcove. I sat on a ledge alone for a bit, but then this sailboat started, like, sailing straight at me, kind of quick like, and I could tell the people were looking straight at me. And then like as they got closer, I started hearing the kids being like, look at that person, look at that person. And I was like, there's no way they're coming for me on this ledge, on this rock jutting out of the forest. They were coming straight for me. Healers found me. Healers found me. Coming out of the trail, I had a big fucking heart attack. I saw a strip of cars that looked like where I parked midnight, and midnight was just not there. Luckily, I kept going down this path that lined the street, and there was another one. There was midnight. Crisis averted. Terrified for a second, but there he is. And then I went back to that spot. It was my first night really being alone, like in the middle of the woods, down a dirt path that no one was going to drive down. It was kind of scary. I'll explain why in the start of my next video, when I'll go into why the main tourist attraction, Bar Harbor, why I was disappointed by it, and the little secret oasis that I found that's way legions better. Plus, I continue my battle for a lobster roll. Bar Harbor, overlander, tips and tricks, learning about New Hampshire from a dumbass. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.